Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Noble, and today I'm going to be doing an updated version of the Evil Eye deck profile. So I just kind of wanted to revisit this because it had gotten a lot cheaper now that everything got reprinted in the Mega Tins. Well, not everything, but a lot of things did. And things like Evil Eye Defeat got the Ultra Rare upgrade, which was really cool. Definitely excited about that. And the price of Surreal Watcher of the Evil Eye, which was stupid expensive, really went down a lot. It went from basically being $60 a playset for just like a fun deck, and it dropped down a lot, so that is really cool, and I'm definitely very happy about that. It's much more accessible now because it's always sucked when there's a road deck you want to play and there's always you're putting stuff in your cart and then you get that one card, and that one card is like 3 of that you need to have, and it's always like $20 or $25 or $30, and you're like, man, I just want to have fun with this deck. So the fact that this went down is just really cool. I'm very excited about that. So I did do a giveaway when I hit 1,000, the big giveaway, and I want to start doing more giveaways. It was really hard. I just had to end up choosing somebody. I just had to end up having one of my nieces come in and randomly pick somebody, and I was like, okay, cool, because I want everyone to win. So I want to start doing giveaways more. This is a much smaller one. Maybe next month we'll do a bigger one with some chase cards and a mat. But I am going to give away this dice, another Borreload Savage, and then also an Aftermax as well. I just want to get back to you guys. I want to do some more stuff as much as I can. I can't do as big of a one, but I am going to give that away. All you have to do is like this video, comment down in the comments, let me know exactly what you wish would have gotten hit on the ban list, or your least favorite thing about the ban list. And make sure to follow me on either Twitter at NobleChaos1 or at Instagram at NobleChaos72. So without further ado, let's get into this, guys. So to start off with, we are running triple Surreal Watcher of the Evil Eye. So like I said, this one's way cheaper now, so that's really cool. But he's literally a mandatory 3 of in this deck, because what he does is when this card is normal summon, you add one Evil Eye card from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this card. If this card is equipped with an Evil Eye of Selene quick effect, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls and destroy it, which is really cool. It's a quick effect, just gives you more disruption plays during your opponent's turn. You can only use this effect of Surreal Watcher the Evil Eye once per turn, and then also once per turn during the next semi-phase after this effect was activated, destroy one card you control. Next up, I'm running double Medusa. If you want to run Medusa at 1, that's fine. I've actually just kind of like her more at 2, and I know a lot of people run her at 1. That's totally fine. But when this card is normal summon, you can target one Evil Eye card in your graveyard, accept another copy of this card, add it back to your hand. So it does have graveyard recursion, which is really nice and helpful. And then if this card is equipped with an Evil Eye Selene quick effect, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard and banish it. So it becomes a DD Crow when it has Evil Eye Selene equipped to it, or something that counts as Evil Eye Selene, which we'll get into in a little bit. You can use this effect once per turn, and then also once per turn during the next semi-phase after this effect was activated, you banish a card from your graveyard. I'm running one Basilisk, I believe is how you say it, Familiar of the Evil Eye. What he does is if you control an Evil Eye monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can only special summon Basilisk Familiar of the Evil Eye once per turn this way. During your main phase, you can send one Evil Eye spell and trap card from your deck to the graveyard, and this is a hard once per turn. And then I'm running one Catalyplis, Familiar of the Evil Eye. What he does, you can target an Evil Eye spell trap card you control, and then once until the end of the next turn, that card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, which is really cool because your opponent is going to be trying to out Evil Eye Selene, because it just allows you to do so many things. And then if you control an Evil Eye monster other than this card, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card, but then you banish it when it leaves the field, and this is a hard once per turn. And then for the last of the monsters, we're just running the playset of Ash, because Call by the Grave is at 1, so it's even harder for your opponent to combat that. But yeah, just having Ash so you don't have to deal with the combos that your opponent is going to try and poop out. So that is it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells, because we do play quite a bit of spells. To start off with, we are playing triple Evil Eye Domain Pareidolia. Now this did get an ultra rare reprint, which does look really nice. I personally just really prefer the secret rare, but the ultra rare looks really pretty as well. But this is the field spell of the deck, and then because we want to see this as quickly as we can, we're playing it Terraforming. But when this card is activated, you add one Evil Eye monster from your deck to your hand. So upon activation, it has a search. It's really good. Allows you to just put Surreal straight to your hand. And then once per turn, during damage calculation, if your Evil Eye monster is attacked while Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, you can make the battle damage you take from the battle also inflicted to your opponent. If this card in the field zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one Evil Eye monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. So this card is really good. I do recommend you play 3 of it. I've seen some people play 2 in a Terraform, just kind of thin the deck a little bit. If you can do that, you can do that. That's totally fine. So here's where the controversy starts to begin, where you start getting to the ratios for the Evil Eye Selene card. So I run 2 Evil Eye of Selene, and then I also run 2 Evil Eye of Gorgonio, however you say it, because Gorgonio also is counted as it counts as Evil Eye Selene. But so I've seen people play 1 and 1. I've seen people play 3 Selene, 1 Gorgonio. I'm kind of split in the middle. I like 2 and 2. But to get back to Evil Eye Selene, what this card does is you equip only to an Evil Eye monster, and it can't be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects. So it has really good protection, and then on top of that, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. So it's really cool. And then each time you activate the equipped monster's effect, or you activate another Evil Eye spell trap card, the equipped monster gains 500 attack, and if it does, you lose 500 life points. This attack gain remains even if this card leaves the field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points and banish 1 Evil Eye spell trap card from your graveyard, except another copy of this card, and then set this card. And you only use this effect once per turn. So what Evil Eye of Gorgonio, I believe I'm saying that right, I'm probably not. You equip only to an Evil Eye monster. You can only activate 1 Evil Eye Gorgonio once per turn. This card's name becomes Evil Eye Selene while in the spell and trap card zone. Essentially you're playing 4 copies of Selene, right? While your life points are lower than your opponent's, the equipped monster gains the attack equal to the attack equal to the difference. Excuse me. So that can get up high really, really quick, especially if it was already equipped with Selene, but Selene leaves the field. That monster keeps that attack gain, and then you equip Gorgonio to it, and then it gains the difference. Can really get beefy super quick. You can banish this card from your graveyard and then discard 1 Evil Eye card and add an Evil Eye spell and trap card from your deck to your hand, except another copy of this card, and it's a hard once per turn. That is really cool, being able to grab literally any Evil Eye spell and trap card from your deck to your hand. That's really great. I'm running triple Evil Eye Awakening. I really like this card. If you want to bump this down, the numbers, ratio some, you can do that. That's absolutely fine. I really like this card. I think it's really powerful. You special summon an Evil Eye monster from your hand or graveyard, or if Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, you can special summon an Evil Eye monster from your deck instead, and then it's a hard once per turn. I'm playing 1 Evil Eye Repose. What this one does is a continuous spell, and when you activate this card, you banish an Evil Eye an Evil Eye card from your graveyard, and then you draw a card. And once per turn after damage calculation, if your Evil Eye monster equipped with an Evil Eye Selene attacked an opponent's monster, you can banish that opponent's monster, which is really cool. If this card is in the spell and trap card zone, if this card in the spell and trap card zone is destroyed by a card effect, you can target up to 3 of your banished Evil Eye cards, return them in the graveyard. So it really just kind of recycles some of our banished stuff, which is really helpful. I'm playing 1 Evil Eye Confrontation. I believe I was playing this at 2. I bumped it down now. It's a quick play spell. And if you control an Evil Eye monster, you target a spell and trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. And if you do, and if Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, you banish that destroy card. So basically it becomes a Cosmic Cyclone. I'm playing double Evil Eye Reemergence. I've seen this one played at 3, so if you'd rather bump it up, you can do that. But what this one does is you special summon 1 familiar of the Evil Eye token. It's a Fiend, Dark, level 1 attack and defense 400. Or if Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, you can special summon 2 instead. And then also for the rest of the turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except Fiend monsters, so it doesn't lock you into that, so do keep that in mind. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, and your opponent cannot target Evil Eye spell and trap cards you control card effects this turn, and then it's a hard once per turn. So that is really cool, just being able to banish it and then gain that protection for the rest of this turn, because they are, like I said, they are going to be trying to out crap out of your spells, because that's what really allows you to gain advantage in this deck. Next up, I'm playing triple Pot of Duality. This really doesn't hinder us that much because you don't special summon a ton for the most part. You reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, you add 1 of them to your hand, and then you shuffle the rest back into your deck, and you can only activate 1 Pot of Duality per turn, and then you cannot special summon a monster or monster during the turn you activate this card. But do be careful if you're planning to go into your extra deck, because we do play some more extra deck stuff. Just keep that in the back of your mind. So that's it for the spells. Let's get into the traps. So for the traps, I'm running double Evil Eye Retribution. I absolutely love this card. If you know me, if you've been watching me since March, I love archetype specific spell and trap negates, or like omnigates that are built into the deck. I really love them. Some of my favorite. So Retribution, being a beautiful secret rare spell speed 3 counter trap, is really cool, because when a spell and trap card is activated while you control an Evil Eye monster, you negate the activation, destroy it. If Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, this card's effect and activation effect cannot be negated, so it literally can turn to a spell speed 4 if you have Evil Eye Selene on the field, or Gajranio, which counts as Selene, and then which most of the time you will, so this becomes really good, and it's searchable, so it's really cool. That's why I don't really max it out at 3, because it is searchable. I'm running Evil Eye Defeat, which is really cool in the new Ultra Rare. If you control an Evil Eye monster, you target one monster on the field, or up to 2 if Evil Eye Selene is in your spell and trap card zone, and you return them to the hand, so it literally just becomes like a double compulse, which is nice. I'm running triple Crackdown with my one secret rare, because I only pulled one. I've been too lazy to order the other ones. Crackdown's just really cool because it just sucks up what, monsters our opponent has, and it kind of uses them to our advantage. I'm also running There Can Only Be One, because we literally play like one monster most of the time in this deck, so this does not hinder us hardly at all, and it really limits our opponent, which is great. And I'm also running triple Imperm. This is a little bit different now that Call By got smacked to 1 again. Thanks, Konami. So, if you'd rather play like Prohibition or something, or like Tekken, some other stuff, that's fine. I do understand Imperm's price just keeps going up, and I get that. So if you'd rather play something else, but it's what I'm kind of playing at the moment. So that's it for the main deck. Let's get into the extra decks. For the extra deck, we're playing one Surziel, Ruler of the Evil Eye. I'm still probably not saying that right. It's 2+ Evil Eye monsters, is Link 3. If this card was a Link summon using a monster 2600 or higher attack as material, which it can really easily because all that attack boost we get, right? It can make it a second attack during each battle phase. If this equipped card, if this card is equipped with Evil Eye of Selene quick effect, you can target a card your opponent controls and destroy it. It doesn't have to be a monster, it's just cards. That's really cool. You only use this effect once per turn. Then once per turn during the next semi phase after this effect was activated, negate the effect of one effect monster this card currently points to. So you can also potentially negate something that your opponent controls as well, which is nice. I'm running triple Gorgon, Empress of the Evil Eye. This one's really helpful. You use 2 monsters, including an Evil Eye monster. So literally, if you use Crackdown, you just go into this using your opponent's monster, and as long as you have an Evil Eye monster on the field. And it gains 100 attack for each Evil Eye card with different names in your graveyard, which gets there quickly, so it can beef up. If this card is equipped with an Evil Eye Selene quick effect, you can target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of this turn. You only use the effect once per turn, and then once per turn during the next standby phase. After this effect is activated, you destroy one monster this card points to. So moving away from the Evil Eye stuff, I'm running just kind of some generic Link stuff. An Almirage, Barricade Board Blocker for the field spell, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Nightmare Unicorn for the Nightmare package, and then go into the Link 4s. But quite a bit of Link 4s, and if you'd rather not do this, it's fine, you don't have to do this. But I'm running an Unchained Abomination. I have seen Unchained Evil Eye decks, and that does look like it has pretty cool synergy. I do want to try that sometime, but for the moment, just running Unchained Abomination. Boral Sword, because you can just OTK super helpfully. 1 Avermax, 1 Access Code Talker, and then 1 Apollosa. If you'd rather not play Access Code, because I'd still like a $70 card, you can run like a Borreload or something else, just like some other generic Link 4. And then Apollosa is like sitting like $11 now, thank goodness, so it is much more accessible. But yeah, I mean, this extra deck is very flexible, and you can literally kind of put in whatever you want. I just like having the options for the Link 4s, and especially with Borsor, because you can really just like smack the crap out of your opponent with the already attack boost you have on the field too. It's just really helpful. But that is it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I do recommend you picking up this Evil Eye deck if you haven't already done so, especially now that the prices have gone down quite a bit. I haven't looked this week to see if anything like random got bought now, because that tends to happen when like most of the prices of rogue decks go down. There's always something like when Magical Muskets got it, Last Stand got bought out to like $7 a piece for a little bit. So but for the most part, this deck is cheap. It's beautiful. There's so many cards that are secret rare, which I absolutely love. And it's a lot of fun, and then like all of a sudden your opponent doesn't really been paying attention, all of a sudden your monster has like 10,000 attack on the field. They're like, hold up, I am not maining Magic Cylinder. So it is really cool, it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe, I'd absolutely love that. Hit the bell so you can become a part of the notification team so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, because it allows my videos to circulate around a little bit more, which has been happening a lot lately, and it's all thanks to you guys, and I absolutely love y'all and appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.